Hello, everybody. Welcome to the read for this week. Where I'm attempting something a little different. So basically, I'm going to read, we're going to start with the chakras and kind of learn a little bit more about them so you have that knowledge for yourself. But I think it's really important in this energetic field that, I'm starting to see the importance of our chakras being in the best alignment they can be in as we integrate this new energy. Um, and by all accounts, from what I'm reading, is that the chakras, um, yeah, they're what it's the path that leads us up from root to crown. And when they're all in their and when they're all blooming and blossoming and energetically aligned, that's how we achieve enlightenment or ascension or whatever we're currently going through or whatever name we want to put on it. So I think it's just really important. Well, it's all a big experiment and it's really just for fun and information. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to do a couple of things with that and just talk about root chakra a little bit. Then we're going to read the cards. And I'm just using root chakra cards from the energy decks that I have. And then at the end, we'll do some sort of meditation. It's more the affirmations also. I'll just be repeating them, get you to repeat them in your mind's eye or whatever you want to do, or just listen. Um, yeah, and we'll just keep working. Let's just work this week on strengthening up our root chakra and try to get it into balance and alignment. Um, it's just a fun experiment. You might want to have a pen and paper handy just so you have some, you may want to like write down the crystals and things like that. So without any further ado, let's see. I'm gonna do this root chakra stuff first. Bear with me here. All right. Just there we go. All right. So root chakra. I'm just going to turn this to my logo right now. So it's out of the way. Okay. Root chakra or the Muladhara chakra. I always have fun pronunciation with the names. As we can tell, this is the symbol for it, and there are the four petals. So like I've talked about before, once we start adding up the petals, we see that those numbers come out to 144. So there is some interesting connection there. All right. So the location is basically the lower part of our body. So at the base of our spine, our pelvis, our tailbone. The element is earth, right? So this is where we get that, being grounded and on solid earth. The color is, move this way, red, and our sensory is our smell. So the construct around root chakra is I am. I am here, rooted, planted. Here I am. The key words that are associated with it are our grounding, survival, security, connection, courage. It also connects us into our our ancestral lineage and that kind of thing as well. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so the key one of root chakra is that we want to be in a state where we're grounded and that we feel safe, secure, and stable in this material world. So it's our connection again to the land, to earth, to home, and to nature. Nature is going to be the big one. Again, when we talk about healing the chakra or keeping it in balance, the easiest thing to do is to be in nature. And it connects us to our community and our ancestors. Again, ways to heal is the nature experience would be dawn or sunset. So watching the sun. Again, sometimes we don't get to see sunrises or sunsets, or we're just, if the weather is not great or whatever. So there's tons of videos on YouTube where it's just, nice music and sunrises. You can just Google them, and just even, watching that can help to, increase the frequency of that chakra and have you feel more safe, secure, and grounded. Of course, the ultimate grounding and root chakra would be the practice of earthing. So getting your bare feet in the sand, in the dirt, in the grass. So again, just depending on time of year. You know what though? Like one time in a group setting, we just we bought some sand from I think Home Depot or whatever, just put it in like a foot bath and just stood in it in the house, right? So there are options. And another good one is hugging a tree, right? It's always a good grounding energy. If you want to do some aromatherapy, you're looking at all the spicy ones. That's what I always say. So cedar, cloves, cinnamon, cinnabar, I think it's called too. Like if you're burning some um, incenses, patchouli, myrrh, any of those. Cedarwood, though, that's one of my favorites. So yeah, that's your aromatherapy. So if you like, just that's a simple way to just by diffusing it in the house or carrying a little, the scent of it around with you, um, just to help balance root chakra. Oop, I went too fast. Okay, so we've got lots of crystals. So anything red, of course, and then we've got the darker black and uh, metallic-y crystals like pyrite, lodestone. So I always say the reds are great. I love the reds. We'll just cover red jasper in a minute here. Um, if it's really heavy, if you're having really heavy duty problems grounding, I would definitely suggest using like the heavier stones or the magnetic kind of ones too. So pyrite, um, tourmalines, that. So yeah, I like those for grounding better. And again, with crystals, it's just we can just simply be holding them close to us or within our hands, doing a meditation and just allowing the transfer of energy from the crystal. Red jasper is the easiest and most well known. It's also a lot of them when I share these with you, it's because they're also the more inexpensive crystals because there are some pretty pricey crystals, especially as you get up to crown and stuff like that. So, red jasper, protection, safety, and security, prevents illness and enhances our survival instincts. The metal is lead, but obviously probably not going to be handling a lot of lead. So sticking with just the stones and doing energy work through that just helps to keep us grounded and safe and secure, which is two biggest things of root chakra that we're trying to balance out. We've got lots of ascended uh, masters and angels connected to this. So if you want to do any work with those, they are there. I won't go too much into details about everybody just because, obviously we all have different belief systems. So if this resonates with you, call in Archangel Michael, call in the mothers to help with balancing out that chakra. All right. There's just some good physical activities we can do to also help balance. So cleaning, gardening, again, anything where we're putting our hands in the dirt. Movement. The movement here is also the music that goes along with it is marching or dancing, but really like Um, African dance would be really good too, like kind of really stomping our feet on the ground and moving that lower body. Um, and honestly, just sometimes a really good smudge is all we need. You, my favorite thing to do with balancing my chakras is to definitely be working with sounds and mantras. So the note is C if you have anything that plays that, like whether you have like a xylophone or whatever. The seed sound is O, and the mantra itself is Lamb. There's lots of really good um, music online where it's just repetitive um, of the frequency and the hertz. So just making sure, like, Google or search what you want to listen to, but you can find even just like 108 repetitions of the word lamb. So even just something simple as that is good for balancing out root chakra. We're going to come back to these. Um, and we're going to just, so yeah, let me turn my camera back on. We'll do some cards. Yeah, this is going to be, like I said, this is all an experiment and I just wanted to have fun. So just, I would say for the week, I didn't include it in there. There's also foods, um, really good earthy foods. So root vegetables, um, like soups and stews and cultural dishes tend to really be like comfort food, like home. So you can also use those for your, if you want to heal through food, it's a good way to go. All right. So we're also looking at the week ahead. Oh yeah, there's lots going on. And so the one thing I really feel too, this is off topic of root chakra, but I wanted to read this because um, so Neptune entered into Aries, and apparently this is like probably the first time it would have happened in any of our lives that are alive on the planet right now, because it takes, remember what they said for years. The key thing I really wanted to talk about though is that they're saying this is a cosmic reset, um, where we're just like our intuition is coming online, fearless intuition and spiritual awakening, like never before. The fog is lifting and a new chapter is unfolding. Other things that come out is just like greater independence, transformation of the ego self, new dreams and goals, finding our own truth, uncovering our authentic selves, forward momentum, and our goals. So, yeah, it's just that was pretty important for this week. I was like, this means something that's carrying on this energy of this eclipse and getting us into, just getting us in again into our bodies and ready to kind of move forward into this new energy as it like reveals itself, right? All right, let's do the two cards for the overall for this week, what it's all about. And so we got the high priest again. um I am transcendent of time and space. Yeah, it's just like all the disclosure kind of stuff that's coming out, whether it's certain events on this world or like us figuring out things like what are the pyramids and what are all of that. So as that starts to happen and our intuitive abilities coming in, like I don't know, like I almost wanted to do a breaking energy update when those energies came in with the solar flares, and that was during the eclipse, and it was just like we're being upgraded and our intuition is coming in and we're really being asked to step into this new role. This transcendent of time and space means we're more than, again, this body, this meat suit running around. All of these abilities are coming online. It's kind of magical right now. Kind of fun. It's not easy though. There's a lot of tough stuff going on. Yeah. I had a feeling this was going to come out. So we're just alchemizing, right? We're in the transformation from old to new. So again and again, these healing hands and energy and abilities are just bursting forth. It's amazing to see right now, especially in people that normally wouldn't consider themselves to be psychic or spiritual or intuitive. That's just being like it's paradigm shattering right now. It's kind of great. All right, so what I've done is I've just gone and got the root chakras cards out of these decks, and I'm just gonna read them like we would for the week and just focus on what what do we need to be focused on this week, and uh, how do we help balance our root chakra? What do we do? Yeah, okay. So, okay, I'm going to read these two first and we'll go back to that. So, coming up first, this insecurity card. Um, the thing though that I'm really getting more from this is there's that little demon or devil. There is a real like dark versus light stuff going on this week. Like it is the fight for your heart, for your attention, and all of those things. So it's really important this week that we are staying grounded. Um, and like he's got this beautiful crossed arms, like nobody is, you got to stand firm this week. Um, we can't allow things this week where it makes us insecure because then we lower our energy and we don't want to be doing that right now because we don't want lower energies taking advantage of us or messing us up. So kind of interesting too on that card. It almost looks like the sun up there, which is funny because um there's no other background there. There's not scenery or anything. But it's almost like again, the energy is going to be continuing in this week from the sun. So yeah, basically make sure that again, and there's that word, that root chakra word is like we want to feel safe and secure. So be doing everything in your power for that, for you to feel safe and comfortable with everything in your life. And again, if stuff is distracting you and taking you away from that, when you want to take a look at that because you don't want to be, oh, we just don't want to be like, we don't want to be throwing ourselves off like that because it will really unground us and settle us. And then um, we're not participating the way we need to energetically be participating. So again, it always comes back to that distraction and things. Make sure you're really paying attention this week. Okay, we also got the suppression card. Um, yeah, again, this card is always we are our own worst enemy. It's us. Nobody has got us in chains and ropes and bound and head down in basically like almost hellscape, right? If this person just looks up, guy is above, and he can just easily. These ropes are not even like they're not locked down, they're not attached. We're kind of trapping ourselves in our own prison of our own making. It's time to like throw the ropes off and climb out. Um, because what the big thing this is kind of the big theme. So um we really need to kick it into high gear with root chakra and be doing this like movement. Yeah, movement, perseverance. Funny, wasn't that the theme of last week's video? Yes. Discipline's the big one, right? That comes down to this, the distraction thing is like not at all costs letting nothing distract us from what we need to do. Motivation, get moving, get out there, get in nature, go for walks, stay as grounded as possible. I think it's interesting that I chose to do this chakra thing. It's going to take us 7 weeks, but there's just like there's a calling for it. Um, and it's really just honestly, it's simple things we need to do, right? The last card we got for this week is bearing fruit. So like it's great. Like this is the ultimate. First of all, there's the nature also hugging a tree. Trees have what do they have? The most brilliant roots, right? Steady, strong, right? Through weathering through the storm. The bearing fruit thing though is that like we're ready, like we're at the spring of our existence and we're just everything is coming to life and providing us with that safety, security, and sustenance for life. Like it's all coming, and it's great. We've been waiting such a long time for all of this to happen. So all right, that's a pretty good read for the week. So yeah, again, do like those little tips. We're going to do some affirmation work right now, kind of like in a meditation type form. So you you know, again, if you want to just write these down, or just you might just one of them might even just honestly, so repeating lam, the mantra, to yourself over and over, or I am, I am, I am, I am, that kind of thing. Those are like, it sounds simple, and like, what would that really do? But if we're focused and have good intent with these things, then it just helps keep things in balance. Again, sometimes you can't necessarily see the health or wellness of your chakras, but you definitely can feel it. So we know when we feel ungrounded or unsafe or insecure. So this week, and again, the other thing too is you might watch this and then you might take an extra 2 weeks to work on root chakra. You might feel that's necessary. So again, you don't have to like be moving through this at rocket speed with the videos will always be up there. We'll go on to sacral next week and you can get there when you're ready to get there. But it is gonna serve as the energy read for the week too. So I'm not cranking out too many videos. Okay, let's do some affirmations. Okay. So, woo, that one was fun. Okay. So, if you want, you can either I'll leave these up on the screen for a few minutes here. But if you want to just take a breather and close your eyes, that might be better for you. All right. Okay. So, take a breath and rest. Try to clear your mind. If you're sitting, just make sure you're like in a very comfortable position. If not, if you're standing, make sure you feel like your feet are planted firmly flat on the ground. And then we'll take in one more nice big deep breath, and then you can repeat these after me, or you can, like I said, just if one resonates with you, just keep that in your mind and take that with you through the rest of the week. So I take responsibility for my life. I deserve the best that life has to offer. I connect with Mother Earth and I am one with her. I am rooted in my life and in myself. I am blessed with a solid foundation rooted in connection to the land and my ancestral lineage. I am safe, secure. I was going to read that blessing one more time. Take a deep breath. I am blessed with solid foundation rooted in connection to the land and my ancestral lineage. I am safe, I am secure, and I am centered in my life. And again, take a nice deep breath. All right. Anyway, yeah. So that's the bigger picture for this week. Again, just go out and We're at this critical time where so much is shifting and is about to shift. So just the big thing is like be grounded and feel safe and secure, and don't let anybody rock you off of that, especially that like those lower frequencies, those little devils. They're gonna try. They're gonna try. They've been trying. It's like that thing that energy doesn't, it knows it can't, it's not coming with us to the next sort of phase of things, but it's gonna, it'll try to trip up as many people as it can on the way out. So but the time is like nigh. The time is nigh. Time and space, we're transcending it, right? Okay, let's look at I just want to do a couple cards. I just have to figure out. Let's do a Christ consciousness and the golden futures will do. And just see any other advice that we need to be following. Yeah. Okay, first up, peace. We just all need to keep this in our hearts consistently. As you know, out there's not a lot of peace, but we have the ability to manifest it. So we need to be focusing our thoughts on that much more often than we do. Calm center, calm mind. So this also is sort of suggesting lots of meditation again still this week, you guys. Like, is and then it's like we also got the stand up, steadfast vision. I think the key of this card though is all the light. We've got to bring the light, bringing in the light. And then the last card is bringing in the light. Um, Resurrection, embrace new life. The time it look at and all those lovely rooted trees. And that's the thing too about trees, right? They it, community wise, they're always looking out for each other. So if someone needs water further down the line, they're communicating in the roots through the mycelium, and they take care of their community. So I'm like, the light, as this light comes in, we need to start. We're not even like, we don't need to band together. We're all together. We're all connected already. We've just got to be, yeah, we've got to be the bringers of the light, or like, it's not even the bringers. It's like allow this light to flow in and let it integrate us, and let it change us, let it shape us. Okay, let's do 3 of these golden futures and we'll leave it there for the week. Okay, we got 2 of the same that we got in the moon read. Psychic gifts is coming up again. So again, this week is just going to be a continuation of us discovering who we really are, what we're capable of. Again, it's that transcendent of space and time, the real us. What is our authentic self? It's very different than we've been told, right? So those are going to continue to come in. We got also a repeat, the jump shift your life card. Tune into crystals. So I get with the root chakra, might just be good to like really do these chakra meditations, holding hematite, holding any of the dark stones, the magnetic pyrite, that kind of thing. So it's just like they're really just saying there's such a big shift happening right now. And again, it goes back to that alchemy. Oops, that's not the alchemy part. How did that happen? Anyway, we're in a process. Again, we talked about this. It's like we need to be integrating and allowing. So we're doing a little bit of rest and recharging, but we're getting ourselves ready because this is nonstop, right? This isn't something that's gonna just end at the end of the eclipse and then it's like, okay, well, that was a fun little bit. This is like we are on this straightforward path. A lot of indications are coming in energetically that by June, this paradigm is going to be completely shifted and shattered. It's going to be something completely new, like we've never seen, like we can't even imagine what it is. This is a good way to end. I'm really happy about this card. Because we talked about peace, right? That coming up in the Christ consciousness cards. but world peace and cooperation. Choose harmlessness and teamwork, right? Be the trees. Where are they? Be the trees. We gotta connect and we gotta, you know, get together. And we need to be focusing our energy. It's on peace, on that. It's just like, it's critical right now, right? That we're not allowing all the noise and the destruction and everything that is going on to distract us from the truth of what we want to really be living and talking about is peace. So if we do anything this week, get grounded and marinate yourself in the energy of peace, so that we can start to manifest this out for all of our community, right? All together. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking for the week. All right, that pretty much sums it up. So I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, it's not super big things to help you with root chakra, but let's it's just fun too to spend a week working on this and see what it's all about and see, um, it doesn't hurt for us to get our energy grounded and centered um, and understanding who we are. I am here, I am present, I am witnessing, I am that I am, right? As we head into this holy month. So I hope that helps. Take care of yourself, do some good energy work, um, whether that's just listening to frequency music or whatever. Just start with root chakra and we'll get grounded and we'll get centered. And yeah, and we'll do this together because we came to do this together. So have a really good week. We'll see you next week for sacral chakra and we'll go from there. Take care of yourself, guys. Now I got to end this and I don't.